Hi Year 11. Hope you're making the best you can of the current situation and are looking forward to joining our sixth form next year. I'm Freya and myself and Abby are currently in Year 12. We're going to be giving you a bit of information about what sixth form life is like. This presentation will hopefully address some of your concerns about next year and give you some pointers about what you can expect and how to make the most of your time here.
Hi, my name's Abby. First of all, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sixth form life and what we get up to. So first of all, we have a lot more independence, as you've probably heard, and this can come in all types of forms like consolidating notes, but other than academic things, you actually have the opportunity to explore subjects that you're really interested in a lot more detail than you would have at GCSE. And it can even be formally, such as the EPQ, which is listed below, which is an extended project qualification, usually a 5,000 word essay on a topic you're interested in, and you basically get to choose everything that you do in that with help from a mentor. On top of that, we have a lot of enrichment opportunities, such as first aid courses to get involved in, volunteering both inside and outside of school, for example, helping in classes or helping Year 11s by tutoring them at lunchtimes, and then also work experience week in July usually. Unfortunately, our year didn't get to do that, but hopefully everything will be back up and running and you can do that easily. Then we have our tutorial periods, which mainly consist of talking about social issues, and also in terms of mental health and issues you might have personally, you can go to your tutor, your head of house, Miss McDonald Brown, or you can go to Miss Challoner as well. So there's so much support in sixth form here. And also, on top of that, we have a lovely community who are so supportive of each other for everything that they're doing. There's interaction between the Year 12s and Year 13s, at least in my experience, and it's a really lovely place to be.
Now you have an idea of the sorts of things you can do in sixth form, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can be successful and most importantly get the best out of your sixth form experience. The biggest change between Year 11 and sixth form is that you get more independence, and with that the responsibility of organisation and planning your time well. This can seem quite worrying at first, but here are some things we recommend you do to stay on top of your work. The first thing is getting the right equipment. It's a good idea to get a large binder for each of your subjects, as most of the work is done on paper and you'll need somewhere to put it all. Also, a lot of students have a smaller folder they use on a daily basis just to carry the work they're currently doing in class. You'll probably want some dividers to split up the work into topics or modules and plenty of paper because you're going to need it. Your study periods will be very useful as you can use them to get work done or revise for future tests. This way you'll have less to do at home and you'll feel more in control. Also, making your class notes neat is a good idea because you'll need to look back on them later on. And this links to the next point because you'll want to recap topics as you go along in your subjects as they have quite a lot of content. Whether you're doing BTECs or A-levels, they all have a similar amount of content, and so revising in small bits as you go along is much easier as it helps you remember it. Don't leave things until the last minute. It goes without saying, but there is a lot of work and it won't feel half as bad if you just do it when you get it. Then you'll be able to identify any problems you might have with it and talk to your class teachers before the due date. In addition to staying organised, you need to take advantage of opportunities that you have. For example, your subject teachers are always willing to help you, so feel free to ask for support if you need it. Sixth form also runs after-school sessions for different subjects, so make sure you use them if you need to recap a topic with a teacher or just go over something. And finally, definitely be proactive and get involved. Sixth form offers many opportunities, so if you want to be a student ambassador, hold a bake sale for charity, or join the leadership team, definitely go for it. It's a lot of fun.
So, what can you do between now and September to prepare yourself for Year 12? First of all, you should probably do your transition work. It's nothing to stress about, but it is something really important that your teachers will expect you to do, and it just gives you an insight into how the work is set at A level. And to be honest, I thought it was really interesting when I did mine, so I hope you do as well. Also, trying to be confident in your GCSE knowledge. I think this was a lot easier for the years before you because they did their exams and you haven't really been doing anything since March. But if you're confident in the GCSE knowledge for the subjects that are being carried through, then you'll get a much bigger head start in year 12 to being able to grasp the concepts. I know for some of my subjects like maths and chemistry, which were carried through, they did go over some of these things, but just having your own knowledge of it is really important. And also, if you make sure you have the resources that you need, for example, folders, pens, pencils, different types of equipment that you may have been told about in your subjects, then this is really helpful at the start of the year so you don't have to rush to get it all sorted at the start if your teacher needs to see something and you don't have it and then you can't find it. Also, have a big bag because, or at least have an extra bag that you can carry folders in. For example, I have a little tote bag which I can carry it around in, but you probably will need this because you're going to have a lot of stuff to carry around with you, so make sure you have a big enough bag.
Here are some frequently asked questions that a lot of people have before starting sixth form. The first one is about the difficulty of the work. Many people are worried that the jump between GCSE and A-level is huge. While it is a big step up and the work will definitely feel more challenging, you'll be supported by your teachers. A lot of the initial work is consolidating your GCSE knowledge, so don't worry, you won't be chucked in at the deep end. Also, the transition work set over summer gives you a good start that you'll build on later. The next question is for students who are coming from other schools. While a lot of students in the sixth form have been at this school since year 7, those of you joining the sixth form from elsewhere are just as welcome, and you'll get to know people in your lessons very quickly. In our year, everyone's settled in easily, so there's no need to worry, as we're a really friendly bunch. A lot of people are concerned that they aren't very organised people, and so they won't be able to cope with the workload. As long as you follow the tips and make the effort to organise yourself, you'll be fine. Just use your time wisely and ask for help when you need it. Finally, you might be wondering how the lower school is different to the sixth form. While it's the same buildings and same staff, in sixth form you're treated as a more mature student in the classroom and given more responsibility like managing your time during study periods. Also, you get access to facilities such as the sixth form area and fuel bar, and you can use laptops from the library during lesson time. Overall, it's a small, friendly community of students and teachers, and we hope you really enjoy your time here.
On a more exciting note, as it says at the bottom of the PowerPoint, this is one of the photos of our new facility. You might have seen these over Facebook or Instagram from the college. Both Freya and I actually worked on designing this space as part of the interior design team in year 12, and I have a feeling that a couple of you year 11s might have been part of that team too. And so this is how it turned out, and we're really excited to be able to utilise such a lovely space that we've been provided with. We are sure that it will look so much nicer with the furniture in as well, and we're really, really excited to be able to use this with more sixth form students and have a better space to be able to work in.